Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail, and we're near Ballinhinch, and where we are is, as you can see from the sign, we're at CARGACREEVY Presbyterian Church, and this is it here. And so we're going to go in and take a look, because the first minister is actually buried in here, and this church was actually built in 1847. And so we'll go and have a wee look. We can't get into the church now, but I can show you the minister's grave. And so this is the church here. And it'll be hard for you to read that maybe, but it's the Reverend Robert S., which is Scott ERWIN. And it's 1847 because that was the year that this church was built. And as I say, he was the first minister. And it says they're blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. And so there's the billboard. And it says CARGACREEVY Presbyterian Church. And it gives you the service times there. And it says, are you sure you're on the right road? That's a good question, isn't it? So I'm going to take you and I'm going to show you the minister's grave. Now that's the side of the building. Some 19th century graves here, but the majority is newish graves. They're modern graves, as you can see. But this is the minister's grave. And at the top there you can see it says 1887. And then it says here, erected by the congregation of CARGACREEVY in the affectionate remembrance of their beloved pastor, the Reverend Robert Scott ERWIN, born the 12th of December 1820, and died 16th of February 1887, after a faithful ministry of over 40 years, to commemorate his zeal and exertion in erecting this church. And of course it's this church here that he erected, CARGACREEVY Presbyterian. And then it says, also interred here his wife Fanny, born 5th of October 1827, and she died the 20th of May 1918. And then it says, as in Adam all die, even so in Christ shall all be made alive. And that's 1 Corinthians 15 verse 22. And you can see the surname there, ERWIN. So that's the Reverend ERWIN's grave, who built the Presbyterian church here at CARGACREEVY. Now this is a strange monument here, and it's part of the ERWIN family, but it's very strange. I'm not sure if it's been broken off or if it was actually made like that on purpose, but it certainly is very strange. It's a pillar with leaves really around it, as you can see, and there's a wee decorative leaf there as well. Now it's really hard to make out, but I did make out some of the writing. I don't want really to get into the grave, obviously. So sometimes these graves can, the concrete sometimes can break, so you have to be careful. But I'll try and read this out to you the best I can. And it's somebody James ERWIN and something, but then it says on surgeon. So he was, whatever his occupation was, and he was also a surgeon, if you can see that. And I think that's 1981. And above it is 1849, whatever those dates are referring to. But so this is one of the ERWIN family, and he must have been a surgeon. And so I'm not sure what this gentleman, who he was obviously James ERWIN, but I'm not sure of the first name. And I'm not sure of his connection to Reverend Irwin. Obviously, it's part of the family because he is an Irwin. I was able to make that out from the grave, from the engraving there, and also he's in the Irwin plot. But his connection to the Reverend Irwin and the Reverend Irwin's wife, I'm not sure. But one thing I'm sure of, and that is that he was a surgeon of some sort. And this pillar is very intriguing. So if you know anything about this grave or this family, maybe somebody who goes to CARGACREEVY Presbyterian Church. I did check the history, but it never really gave too much. So maybe if you know who this surgeon was and what this pillar is all about, and his relationship to the founder of the church here, the Reverend Robert Scott Irwin, then maybe you could leave me a wee comment, and that would be fantastic. So thanks for watching, and God bless.